DeeMoney. I am so thrilled on this day to come to you all. First of all, shout out to Panther Pickle. Shout out to Diesel Skills, Cole, Jake the Snake, all of these wonderful people in the blue and black to give me an opportunity to talk about what I love to talk about, which is these Carolina Panthers. And part of my thing is with this Brotherhood Edition, and we've talked about humble beginnings, and we're looking at where we're at. I had to bring up a lot of things in one aspect, but then in another I didn't. But I ask you to prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, okay? I have been an avid Carolina Panthers supporter and commentator where, I've been criticized for being the over-opportunist, maybe non-realist, not willing to look at exactly what was going on in this Panther world, at least from the negative aspect or what people feel was the actual total truth. What I think people fail to realize about me, even though I've been in this thing now about 2-3 years, is that the simple fact of my faith trumps a lot of what I see in some aspects. But see, my thing is, I ask you to prove me wrong because, see, there were some people that after last Saturday and how the results went, that we didn't deserve to be in playoffs. And we was hit with the things that they didn't want us to get in by the way of Atlanta, all these different things, how we dropped the ball, how we're not ready, how we couldn't even perform in the playoffs if we got in. I don't subscribe to any of that. And the reason why I don't subscribe to any of that, because in order to say that we don't deserve to be here, then that means that we did not do the business and take care of the business that we were supposed to take care of in the regular season. So therefore, factually, that's a lie. Because we finished in a 3-way tie, which we won the tiebreaker, and we got into the playoffs. Regardless of how we got in, if we were eligible to get in, and we got in, then that means we were deserving of being a part of this great playoff scenario. And then I've heard so many things, we're going to get in, we're going to have a game in the bank, we're going to get our head kicked in. I've heard about the 10.5-point underdog and things of that nature. Man, we've been an underdog all season. Absolutely all season. But see, when it comes to my faith, and when it comes down to it, and I heard the story of the lady with the issue of blood, and all she asked was to touch the hem of a garment. The blind man that was allowed by our Savior to get clay on his head and touch him and pray him and tell that man to see. But see, the thing is, there were so many non-believers. He told that man, don't even go in town and tell him what I did. All right? And in so many ways, when he took a little bit of bread and a little bit of fish and fed multitudes. See, if we were living back in that time, cats would have said that is not feasible. They would have said there's no way possible, none of that. But what happened? It happened, miracles occurred, and people were the better for it. There was faith that was built. There was an excitement that was rejoiced that they all endured. And then you saw how it just carried on further in life. So we played the Rams at the time, who was the number 1 team in the NFC. We beat the Rams. We played the Green Bay Packers when they were more of a viable opponent or a viable name in the playoff picture. We beat them. The Cowboys, who just at the end of the day, they still say that's America's team. We beat them. Common thread, we were at home. But now I'm hearing 10.5 underdog. We don't deserve to be in the playoffs. We shouldn't have been in the playoffs. How is that possible? We beat legitimate competition. Did we drop the ball at times? Yes. Everybody who said Tampa Bay owned that division, didn't we beat them? Refs or not, a lot of people still feel we would have won the game Saturday. Oh, well, that's neither here or there. But the thing is, you're going to have to prove me wrong. There's always talk. Bryce Young is not a franchise quarterback, and he can't lead his team to the playoffs. We're in the playoffs with him as the starting quarterback of NFL franchise. And that's not to say that it's pretty. That's not to say he's an MVP candidate. That's not to say any of that. But the work was put in. The OTAs, training camps, all the different things they had to go through battling side by side. Injuries. Just poor performances, slack performances, and they had to get up each week 24 hours if it was a win, 24 hours. If it was a loss, 24 hours. And I know as a fan base, we're very passionate. We get very emotional about these Carolina Panthers. But what I want to tell to you right now is this should be a time of excitement. This should be a time to rejoice. This should be a time where you should be your proudest, going to your local merchant and getting your t-shirts and getting your hats and being happy, something we haven't been able to do in about 10 years, and now we're on that cusp. There's some people like, oh, it's a one and done situation. I don't believe that. You can't convince me till the clock is 0.00. You're not going to get anything else from me on that end. And then even when it did, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to tell you, pound it, because I'm proud. When I sit out there and I look Saturday after we lost, but we fought and we fought hard and we didn't just lay at our morals and just tuck our head under between our legs and just say that, hey, we're going to rely on Atlanta. We fought. And that just made me want to yell. Pound it. And then Greg Olsen beating the drums and everything else for our squads, and maybe possibly we can get Cam out there. The bank is going to be filled. We haven't seen this type of excitement in the 704 in such a long time. This is a time to be excited, to be a fan of the Carolina Panthers. This is a beautiful time. I don't care if Bryce Young's the quarterback. I don't care if Bobby Boucher is the quarterback. I don't care if Willie Beam is the quarterback. We are here now. Now, a lot of people ask, well, D, for you to have all this, what have you seen this year that would make you think that we could make a move in this playoffs? Well, for one, I already told you contenders that we've beaten. Second of all, there was stretches where we had running backs running at a very high level. Can we get back to that? I believe so. Until you show me different, I believe so. We got receivers like Nilo coming out here getting 1,000-some yards this season, being bigger. There was a lot of people that couldn't understand why we drafted a wideout when there was so-called, or at least some evident holes within this team. But what did we do? We trusted the process. We took the young man. He praised his way from his draft party all the way to now, and he's a possible rookie of the year. Shout out to Nilo, Teteroa McMillan. Damian Lewis, every time I step on Twitter, he just has an amazing scripture to put up that you can just apply to your life every day. See, you got guys with faith on this team, guys with work ethic, guys that will take accountability, and then you want to sit there and ask me why I believe we deserve to be in this playoffs? You want to ask me why I feel we can win a game at home in the playoffs? And you want to ask me why I have beliefs that this team has just sparked a new joy, sparked a new energy within this franchise? Pound it. All you got to do is just sit there and keep watching. Pound it. Bryce Young gave us 400 and some odd yards in the game when y'all thought he could only cap at 120 to 130 to 140. And then, he pound it. Even when he was having 130 and 145 yard games, we were winning football games with that 135, 140 yards. Pound it. All the way till we start talking about 12 game winning drives, the most since he had came into the league. Pound it. Rico Dowdle gave us 1,000 yards, and maybe the end of the season it had got a little anemic in production, but he already showed us what he can do. Pound it. Jalen Coker comes out there, and we don't believe the boy has dropped a pass in 2 years. Young guys like Nick Scorton, Princely Human Nealon, Bobby Brown, About that business. Derek Brown said, you know what, we're not going to be the laughing joke when it comes to stopping the run. They did Trayvon Morey, J.C. Horn added into that equation. He found it. We're not going to be the last place defense. Doesn't matter. We're going to put it out there on the line. What happened? We in the playoffs. Offensive line. He found it. Next man up. Strong faith. Doing the best they can to get us where we need to be. And then we got a coach. Coach just took so many strays. He's too nice. He's this and that. He can't lead us. But where are we at? Where are we at right now? All basically is what I'm saying to you, family, is with opportunity comes a chance. And we have a chance. And if you ain't with us now,
Brotherhood don't need a mansion. It just needs truth and compassion. From 0 and 2 to playoff dreams, nothing ever is what it seems. Keep pounding through the doubt and pain. Humble beginnings where legends are made. The lighthouse towers above them all, guiding brothers who answer the call. Join me in journey. Join we'll sail, explore these worlds of glory. This pain you'll carry no more. And write your triumph story. From humble beginnings to humble glory. The brotherhood stands for pillars tall. We rise together or we don't rise at all. Hey. From the start I knew you were the one. Our humble beginnings have just begun. Blue and black are colors we wear. Brotherhood Edition, beyond compare.